I'm excited for the challenge that lies ahead. It's a great opportunity to turn this program around and put Wheeling back on the map. We want to be a team that competes with passion, works relentlessly, and represents the university the right way.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Jack Shearer Show, getting you ready for opening week for Wheeling men's soccer. Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's soccer coach Jack Shearer. And Jack, camp's over. Now it's time to play the real ones. Talk about August camp and kind of how your team went.
Yeah, camp was fantastic for us. We learned a lot about the group. We set the expectations and standards right away. Focused heavily on fitness. The boys came in sharp, but we did touch upon that a little bit. But going over tactics, organization defensively, set pieces, and then obviously finishing throughout camp. But overall, very, very happy with the boys and their performance.
And obviously your first fall camp as a head college coach. Talk about what that was like for you, kind of getting to implement your own systems and working with the guys.
Yeah, it was great. Obviously learning for me as well, how we want to approach camp, what are some good ways to rest guys, what are some good ways to push them. 2-a-days was great, training 4 hours a day, getting the most out of them. But overall, good learning curve for me and my staff as we're a younger staff, but managing players, dealing with injuries, also part of camp. So on that end, but overall great, very happy with it and super excited now to put it all together.
And looking at your team, a younger group, but some with experience from last year, guys like Jorgen Bjarkran kind of leading the way. Talk about that leadership group and kind of how they've taken the new guys under their wing.
Yeah, absolutely. JB, Jorgen, and Pablo, we named them as captains. Pablo Prieto, two very good leaders, established, been within the program for 3 to 4 years, so they know it inside and out. We're going to rely heavily on their leadership this year. They're vocal, they're strong, and they remain positive when things aren't always going best.
And then you guys brought in a big recruiting class this year, obviously, with your first season. Talk about some of the surprises in camp and maybe who stood out on that end.
Yeah, standouts have been definitely Charlie Goldsmith, bringing him in, English kid, midfielder, very crafty, good vocal leader. Riley Nichols, a local product from the Whippeal, going to Moon High School and playing for Duquesne and Penn State Bear, and he's brought some good, tremendous talent sitting in that midfield area. And then very happy with Dominic Lopez, a versatile player, freshman, can play up and down the flanks, but can also bring him and invert him centrally. So those three have been great additions, along with a great class of transfers and freshmen.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head men's soccer coach Jack Shearer. And Jack, looking at your coaching staff, obviously some new additions there. We talked a little bit about it in your pre-camp show, but talk about guys like Austin Roque and Juan Castillo and Carlos Molina and kind of how they're helping you through this camp.
Yeah, all three have been tremendous hires. All three doing a great job, adding different variations. Carlos working mainly with our keepers. Austin kind of helping out with tactics and anything we need positionally. And then Juan also helping out with just household items. He's been great. He's a good addition. He works with our center backs and our back line quite a bit as he was a center back himself. So we hit all different kind of positions. Me, myself, I was a forward, a target. So I've been giving pointers to the strikers with making runs and things like that. But a really good, energetic young staff, and they're all really fitting in nicely, and I'm happy to have them.
And you start the year, 2 non-conference games to start. You start Thursday here with Cal U and then come home to face Walsh on Sunday. Talk about these two opponents and kind of what you're using this non-conference schedule to prepare.
Yeah, I think it's a good test for us, right? Before we head into Point Park and conference play, Walsh and Cal U going to be two worthy opponents. One being on the road tomorrow night. First game of the year, energy should be there. But I think Cal U, they're looking to start their season off great as well. So it's going to be a bit of a midfield battle. I think that's where we could potentially win or lose the game. Our midfielders need to be sharp. We need to compete for second balls and obviously have to find the back of the net and finish opportunities. And then we come back here on Sunday and have Walsh here for our home opener, which I'm excited to get in front of the Wheeling fans and the alumni.
And for you, your first game as a collegiate coach. Talk about your feelings heading into this one, your excitement just to get out.
Yeah, mixed emotions, right? Nervous a little bit, but good nervous energy, but obviously excitement. Been waiting for this moment for a long, long time. Just super excited to piece it all together. And, great learning tool for me and to continue to build experience as a head coach. Every single game is a chance to learn and to go back and look at film and piece it together.
And finally, talk about some of your goals for these first 2 games for your team as they prepare to come out and get ready.
Yeah, obviously we want the results to go our way, or that's always the goal, is to win the matches. But I definitely just want to see, how can we get to goal? Can we create opportunities through our wide play? Centrally, can we switch the point of attack? And then defensively, can we be nice, tight, and compact and make it very difficult to break down? but ideally just seeing us play good quality soccer, building out from the back, and being vocal. I think that's where we struggled with a little bit in camp, and we've been on the boys that our communication has to get better, and I think we'll see that as we progress into this weekend.
Thanks, Jack. Good luck this weekend. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
I'm excited for the challenge that lies ahead. It's a great opportunity to turn this program around and put Wheeling back on the map. We want to be a team that competes with passion, works relentlessly, and represents the university the right way.